Hello, welcome back to another underrated Silver Age video. In one of my earlier video, I brought out this book and talked about how I felt it was an underrated book in the Silver Age. Yes, Marvel Superheroes 12, Captain Marvel, first introduction. And you know, this character, as I mentioned in that video, was not, I guess, not well received back in the days. I don't dislike the green and white costume. I like, actually, my favorite part of his old costume is the helmet. I thought that looked pretty cool. But regardless, I felt that was an underrated book as far as the introduction of Captain Marvel and the history of the name. There's another book a few years later, okay, that involved this character that is also very underrated because it cleared the path for what he became later. We all, I think most people are aware of Thanos and the cosmic battle with Captain Marvel in the 70s. Most, okay, anyone that are big fan of Thanos are very familiar with that version of Captain Marvel. But this is the book that kind of lay the path to that Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel issue 17. Roy Thomas, no doubt, is a big fan of the original Captain Marvel with the alter ego Billy Batson, Shazam, and he turned into Shazam. And when Roy Thomas took over this book along with Gil Kane, they revamped Captain Marvel, and Gil Kane is, in my opinion, have never got enough credit for all his contribution to the Bronze Age, because he's involved in so many new characters, and he designed a lot of awesome characters as well. So look at this. Okay, I like I said, I did not dislike the old look, but I love this new look. Red, yellow, blue. Okay, and on top of this revamping the look, Roy Thomas and Gil Kane also changed, improve, and give him more power, as well as introduce another character. Like I said, Roy Thomas, no doubt, was a big fan of the original Captain Marvel. So I'm pretty sure he kind of, I'm not sure the right way to explain it, but in many ways it's like an homage to the original by introducing Rick Jones. Okay, for those that are familiar with that character, you don't need to know. You don't need to hear my explanation, kind of. But yeah, Rick Jones was the alter ego that was introduced in this book, and just like Billy Batson and Shazam, they cannot exist at the same time. Rick Jones and Captain Marvel are connected with Negabands. I think that's how they call it, Negabands. Okay, this bands here, so only one can exist. Much like the way Shazam and Billy Batson was, but that Rick Jones is a critical, integral part of the Kree and the Skrull War. For those that read the storyline, he was an integral part of that, as well as Captain Marvel. But so in my opinion, the history of this hobby has discounted the introduction of this new look, his new power, his relationship with Rick Jones, the Negabands, in my over the many years. it's just something that people are like, oh yeah, sure, a lot of people knows about, but I think it is significant because without this step, I'm not sure what would happen to Captain Marvel when Jim Starlin took over. Okay, I'm not sure that Jim Starlin would have done what he did, but this cleared the path for what happened, in my opinion. I'm sure there are going to be people that disagree or know more about something that I did not know. If that's the case, let me know. Like I said, I'm a huge history fan of many things. So if I missed anything about the transformation of Captain Marvel into this look and subsequently into the Captain Marvel of the Bronze Age. Now, keep in mind, this is a 15 centers and it's always confused people as far as, it's a 15 center bronze or silver. It's silver. This is 1969-ish. Sure, some books in the 1970 are also 15 cents, like Conan 1, and that's considered Bronze Age. But yes, 69, 15 centers are always kind of a gray area for a lot of people. But for me, this is the later stage of the Silver Age. And if you have never seen the interior of this book, stick around. Okay, so here's a close-up of this book. Here's a beautiful copy. Razor sharp. If you have never seen the inside of this book, feast your eyes on this gorgeous work by Gil Kane and Dan Adkins. I just love the combo of these two. Great looking splash page. For those that follow my channel over the years, I'm sure you have heard me praise Dan Adkins and Gil Kane many times. I really like the work in this book. Look at this. Classic Gil Kane right here action. Falling backward. What can I say about Dan Adkins inking, huh? Tight. Solid, okay? Just beautiful work. Just clean lines. Gil Kane did something fairly special in this book, in my opinion. I have seen enough of Gil Kane's work over the years, but for this issue, there are quite a lot of almost like full page or half page panels like this. For example, here you have these 2 pages, even though they're not full pages. It's literally 4 large panels. And it's just so well laid out as far as the storytelling. And there is quite a few full page drawing as well. This is the first one of many, but you will see as I flip through the rest of the book, you will see there are quite a few full page drawing as well. So really nice work. As you can see, the way Gil Kane laid out the panels, in my opinion, is fairly unique, and I would say it's more let me stop right here and just let you look at these 2 pages and those 2 large panels. I think the way Gil Kane drew in his early days at DC resembled this work more, and the more he worked over at Marvel and transformed his style, it changed a little bit. It become more Marvelized as far as the way the panels are cut up in 4 or 6 or 9. But look at these, look at that. I just love these 2 pages. like I said, there are just so many large panels. If you have his work, if you have his Green Lantern work with DC, you see very similar kind of panel layout here and there. There you go. You have the Negabands with Rick Jones. Look at this, another full page, large panels, just beautiful. Check out this angle, huh? What do you think of the inking job by Dan Adkins? Dan is, so talented. I can't help it but keep saying that he is so underappreciated as a good inker, a great inker. And as you can see, Gil Kane was very creative in his panel layout. There's no standard 4 or 6 there. All kind of different shape and sizes. But for sure, my favorite of this issue is many of the long panels. It allowed Gil to go to town with the whole body composition. Fantastic, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. And that's it. If you got to the end, if you stay through the entire video, thanks for watching. Until next time, bye bye.